The FNAF movie comes out today, and to celebrate its release, I am going to recreate the original FNAF 1 pizzeria. And to make my life even harder, I am not going to use any mods, except these ones. But no, this is just for the camera, nothing else. I am going to build everything. Okay, maybe not that everything. The animatronics, the office, the secret rooms, the bathrooms, your mom's car. Before I started work on the pizzeria, I first had to find a map. Now that looks good. And I first started on the dining room. Please do not mind my haircut. After some time building and assembling, I finished the floor to the dining room and started working on the walls. I chose diorite because I particularly felt like it kind of matched the textures to the walls. And after a few minutes, the dining room was... oh god. The first issue is the amount of details in these freaking dining tables. Oh yeah, and I did try to recreate the detail and I know, it looks absolutely awful. But we'll kind of deal with this issue later. As I was working on the bathrooms, I decided to start with the women's restroom. And I built these urinals way too high. I ended up making these really cool urinal designs, and I caused mass flooding. I had a different design for the urinal, but it just looked weird. So I just reverted back to the old design and gave it a few more details, and discovered I was allergic to pizzerias, and so I built the rest of the bathroom. Now, about the texture problem, I was honestly getting super desperate about how to do this. But then, a savior showed up. The one to fix all my problems. The most attractive man on planet Earth. Explosion Dude! Or Kush. When I asked Kush about this problem, he came up with a solution. He taught me how to make texture packs. And since I had no clue how to make texture packs, he taught me all the ways. And then I started building. After about an hour of working on textures, it was finally time to put on my masterpiece. No way! Oh, this looks so cool! Yum, 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 yum. Dude, and this is without any mods too.
Actually, you just modded the game because, you modified some blocks, so, yeah.
Shut! After doing some digging, I discovered that texture packs are not the same as mods, so take that. And I also started working on the hallways and the textures I am so proud of. But yeah, for the most part, we'll just be working on the hallway. Man, these bathrooms look nice. Wait. Why are there urinals in a girl's restroom? Who designed this? Designed by a stable genius? Fake news. But no pizzeria is safe without a roof, so I decided to put in a roof to make sure that pizza wouldn't get all wet and soggy. After finishing the roof, I realized the pizzeria was way too dark. To solve that issue, I decided to use redstone lamps for the lighting. My idea was that during the daytime, the pizzeria would light up, but once it's nighttime, it would instantly turn dark. This is possible when you hook up redstone to a daylight sensor. And you set the daylight sensors to only work during the day, and in the night they will shut off. But the system wasn't without its flaws, because some of the lights wouldn't turn on. But after working a bit, I was able to get them up and running. But for some reason I was getting this weird, ugly lighting effect, and I don't know why. None of the redstone was on, so it couldn't have been that. But I did get a little creative with the redstone and made this flashing light. For extra effect, of course. In the meantime, I did decorate the pizzeria with these custom star textures I made. Okay, they may look a bit wonky, but as long as no one looks at them too closely, they should be good. I worked on the halls a bit more, did a couple renovations, and then it was time to work on the kitchens. This one, I have no clue how to do. See, in FNAF, if you go to the camera, which is for the kitchen, all you get is a blank screen. So I have to build the kitchen with my own references. But first I built these custom doors for the kitchen. So I decided to look up some kitchens in restaurants, and I just borrowed inspiration from there. At this point, I just built the outline for the kitchen. I also needed to make sure kids would not enter the kitchen. I started off with building the vents to the kitchen because it was in the reference photo. But the kitchen itself isn't even that hard to make. It's just that there's no reference for it, so I just kind of had to guess what it would look like. But when I was finished, I was extremely satisfied with it. And so I resumed work on the hallways. But now, it was time to work on the most important room of them all, the office. Obviously, I was going to build the office at some point. I mean, it's where the main character takes place. Now, there are some details of the office I'm a bit puzzled about. One big thing is, of course, the fan. I don't know how this is possible. I also don't know how I'm going to recreate the TVs and the papers all over the place. Of course, I could not forget the doors, but I'll get to that later. But what I can do is just build the office, so that's what we'll do. Just overthinking about the details is just going to make me slow down. But one decoration I was able to do was this really ugly poster. After building most of the office, I realized I kind of made it a little too big. It's so big that it's bigger than your mom. After that, I just kind of worked on other miscellaneous items that are just near the office. Now for the fan. I tried this design, but it just looked a bit awkward. After contemplating it for a bit, I just decided to shorten the office. I just thought it looked weird. It's not complete, but it's getting there. And I hated the Celebrate poster, so I decided to remake it. As a bonus, I decided to make these drawing textures for the walls. There we go. Now we got a nice squished Freddy poster. So yeah, I did have to update the textures and remove some blocks. Oh, and of course I had to add the Let's Party poster. I then started working on the backstage area, and after a while, I was just really getting burnt out building this pizzeria. It was just taking so long, and it was really mind-numbing. And we haven't even gotten to the worst part. But before we get there, let's take a little quiz. Of all the things that I've built, which part am I missing? If you guessed animatronics, congratulations, you get free pizza. How could I build Five Nights at Freddy's without the animatronics? But then I realized this project would be put at a standstill because I had no clue how I was gonna recreate the FNAF animatronics. Starting with Freddy, it shouldn't be too difficult because there are some blocks that do resemble him. Now I did have an idea to use the wood as his torso and the walls for his arms. If you think it looks weird, I can just use a debug stick. In my head, I thought I could just retexture the blocks to look like Freddy, but then I discovered a dark truth. I don't think this was gonna be possible. One idea I had was to retexture the head to look like Freddy, then I'd place the head on top of the brown body. While the idea sounded cool on paper, I realized the body was a bit too big. And this was gonna be a problem because it just looks so wonky. Even if you put the head on an armor stand, it doesn't work. But let's say it did work. What if somehow, miraculously, the head, body, and the arms are able to work perfectly? We still have to do the legs. The legs are definitely not possible because I cannot find a single block in Minecraft that fits two individual blocks into one. At this rate, I was just starting to get desperate, so I decided to go to Google to see if anybody tried something. And guess what? I couldn't find anything. So is this really it? Is this where it all comes to die? Will I have to install yucky mods just to finish this build? Actually, I don't. Because on Twitter, I meant X, a user by the name of Hats on Dogs posted this image. Freddy Fazbear armor set. No way. I might have just figured out the solution. I was overcomplicating everything. The reason why I thought the animatronics would be impossible was because I was trying to make them tall. But I was so focused on that I didn't even think of another solution. And so I began working on the textures. And in the process, I found a website with player heads. But what if it's a scam? What if it's a mod? What if it has a virus? Nope. All you need to do is just copy and paste this command and you get your player head. How is this possible? But with the player heads, so many problems from before were now able to be fixed. And I was even able to make some unique decorations. However, even with these new revolutionary discoveries, I was still having trouble with the textures. But after a while, I was able to make them work. And look at this, we're missing a few pieces. Oh, this is totally what it's supposed to look like. Okay, I did mess up the textures, but one quick makeover in Photoshop and everything was looking good, I guess. Okay, now the playtime is over. This is where true hell begins. And I'm talking about the office doors. That's right, the same doors to protect you from those murderous animatronics were some of the most mind-numbing, frustrating, and agonizing things to build. When I started on the doors, I decided to start with concrete powder. My thinking at the time was that maybe once I build this door, I can just retexture the blocks. But the door just, for some reason, was not working. Like, at all. I have no clue what I was doing wrong, but it was so irritating. I even went outside to try and build a practice door just to see if I can successfully build one on its own, and of course, it just did not work. So screw the concrete powder door, let's move on to something different. I instead moved on to this piston door design, and I was kind of getting somewhere. I don't think I built this right. Okay, here we go. It worked! Wait. I don't like what it's doing to this door. This one just doesn't want to cooperate, I guess. Oh, it works! Okay, so it has to be the nether bricks. And that was just the big problem. I was so close, and then yet I'm so far. But I still kept working. I was trying so hard to make this redstone door work. After working constantly with no results whatsoever, I was starting to kind of give up on the whole redstone thing. Now, one idea I did try but never actually succeeded in was the command blocks. I did try it, but I just gave up instantly. However, I know someone who was good at command blocks. Explosion Dude. So I got on a Discord call with him and we discussed how to fix this. Hello. Hello. How have you been?
I've been good. How about you?
For the moment of truth, please tell me this door will work.
Can I see it?
Okay. Jeez. Sorry, I kind of lost it. I just got really irritated.
Oh yeah, aren't there lockers behind this entire wall over here?
That will work.
Damn.
That will work.
I mean, they aren't as tall as in the VR version, but like, that could. This
Now
could
they
work.
are.
Yep. Okay. So, if we add this, it's subtracting the X. God damn it. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think that's just it. I think.
Let's see.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
I broke the block.
Oh, okay. All right. We can fix it.
Four.
Soon all our pain and suffering will be over.
Okay. That's one. I need to copy paste this. Copy paste it quick. No, because the Z is for where the command blocks are at.
It works, but it's in the wrong block.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
It works.
Okay, it works. Okay.
I hope this works because we're starting to go insane.
Holy shit. Okay.
Wait, is it working? Wait, what?
Okay.
No way.
Hold up. I decided to replace the button with the lever, but I hope you don't mind.
All right, it doesn't matter. Does it work?
Yep, it works. It works, finally.
I'm so excited.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Flick it again.
Yes!
Now, unfortunately, the lever state does have to be down in order for it to be open, but that's okay. I mean,
Oh, God. We finally did it. The doors are officially complete.
let me in. Let me in. Let me
All
in.
right. Uh-oh. You have my eternal gratitude, Kush.
You're welcome.
That was it. After so long, me and Kush finally finished the doors.
Actually, you built the doors incorrectly because the doors come from the top, not the bottom.
Honestly, I have never felt more glad. After we finally finished the hell that was the doors, the pizzeria was almost done. The outside, though, looked like complete garbage. So I built the design based off of the FNAF movie. Hello, welcome to the tour video, and I am going to show you the tour of the Freddy Fazbear Pizza. Wait, hold on a second, this looks a bit strange, let me check. Oh snap, this is the actual tour now that the textures, oh snap. I forgot to remove these. Of course we have the outside, it's based off of the FNAF movie design. And of course, we have William Afton's car, and we have your mom's car. I do like what I did with these doors, though. They are really sick. Ooh. Here's the arcade. It's a little empty, but that's okay. Of course, we have the bathrooms, and they all look really good. Although I've realized that the Stable Genius sign has been removed, so... There we go. Oh, but of course, the animatronics. They look so cool. And I do like the addition of Chica holding some pizza. Oh, I forgot to remove these. Now, here we do have the backstage area, where if you flick these lights, they turn the stage on and off, which I do think is a nice feature. We do have the... Oh, this is definitely one of the more eerie rooms, especially since you get these endoskeletons just looking at you. And of course, I have all these plushies that you can buy for discount off and stuff. I don't know. Oh, of course, there's our boy Foxy with some oversized arms, but it can work. Sorry, this place is out of order, though. Oh, yeah, and of course, I cannot forget the kitchen. Now, onto the hallways. It looks a bit strange, but I think we can work with it. We also have the storage closet room, which has all this and that. So, yeah, pretty basic stuff. But, of course, the main show is the office, baby. And honestly, the office's weight loss journey was a success, because look at this. It's now much more claustrophobic instead of it being all fat and stuff. And I fixed the Celebrate poster yet again. And And it's this time the best one out of them all. I have these really cheap door lights for fun stuff. Oh yeah, and of course the doors. I know, they come from the bottom and not the top, but just shut up, okay, please. Unfortunately, the animatronics don't move, so I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, and of course, I cannot forget how wonky this desk fan is. Oh yeah, and there's also a secret animatronic I could not forget. Check me out! Look at this! Oh, you don't say, huh? Ta-da! It kind of works. There we go. Alright, so that was Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Oh wait, I just realized it looks like he's giving me the finger. I hope you like this build, and please subscribe. This took me forever. And also, massive shout out to Explosion Dude for helping me. Without Explosion Dude's help, I would be screwed. So make sure to subscribe to the Explosion Dude channel. And also, of course, subscribe to the Wallace and Plays channel. I hope you enjoy the new FNAF movie.
Actually, there are other pizzerias, so you have to build all of them. Well, I'm not gonna subscribe.